It's the time you've been waiting for. The SSBL is finally back. Welcome everyone to the start of week 6. This is Chicken Sandwich on the call. Thank you all for being patient with League Office, giving us that week off to make sure progression was taken care of, stats and all that jazz. And here we are with Angels and Wildcats to start off the second half of the SSBL. Art Polo Cologne on the mound, facing the Angels for the second time this season. Gets this one to ground to Fury. Gets to Sluggington in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number
Here's
9.
Windy Peppercorn. That's fouled off. It's 1-2 count. This one's a slow grounder to first base side. Sluggington in time to Polo Cologne for round number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 23.
See, Polo Cologne comes into this game with a 4.26 ERA, and that one's just going to get down in front of the line, roll into the corner. That's going to be a 2-out single for the Angels. 6 earned runs over 12 and 2/3 of an inning for Polo Cologne. 17 hits, 10 strikeouts to 3 walks. 3 home runs, giving up a 1.57 whip. Not too bad on the season. Here's Monica Elmenreich. This one down the third base side. Baldwin's able to knock it down. The throw is not in time. And that's going to be an infield single, so 2 aboard here for the Angels. And here's Sophie Neuenmuller. Sophie Neuenmuller with a tough first half of the season, being 4 for 23 so far with this Angels team. Swing and a miss, and she gets rung up there. Polo Cologne gets out of the inning without sacrificing any runs and will head to the bottom of the first. Fury Island and Baldwin do it for the Angels.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 11.
Thank you, Elder, for the Prime subscription. As that's retired, 1 away, 1 pitch, 1 out here for Unita Mans.
28.
Three and 1 count here to Chico Island, and he will take a walk. Let's read up on Unita Mans' season so far. Only 5 innings pitched so far, 1 earned run. And this one's hit deep to center field. That may be more earned runs at the wall, and it's gone! A 2-run shot puts the Wildcats on top here early, 2-0. Wildcats looking to get revenge on this Angels team. Angels were able to walk them off during the first week of the season. 3-1 count to Whitney. That one finds his own. The count runs full. And Whitney puts this one into right field. And back-to-back home runs for the Wildcats. Whitney has been absolutely on fire this past couple of games. He went 5 for 5 in the game against the High Rollers at the end of week 5 and starts things off here with a home run. Actually, it was a walk-off home run for him in that game that concluded week 5. And has another home run here. Brings us to Bash Sluggington. Still only a 1 out here. 3-0 lead for the Wildcats. That one's foul. 2-2 the count here. Sluggington will walk to bring up Bobby Jimbo.
Center fielder, number 7.
Nope, that's inside.
That one's fouled off. 1-1 count here to Jimbo. And finds his own. She is tense now after 2 hits, 2 home runs, 3 earned already here with only 1 out still in the 9th. It's another full count. Here to Jimbo, the pitch swung on and missed. Jimbo gets rung up there, 2 away.
Now batting, the right
Let me know, everyone, how
number
the stream sounds and iSound, the game sounds and looks, because OBS booted up and it downloaded an update, but then all of like the scenes, like the little scoreboard we have on the side there, like everything was gone, and like I had to fiddle with it to get it back. So I had to reinsert the stream key. So I don't know if like any settings have gotten screwed up as well. Audio is good, okay? Here's Rig Porter, and he's going to take a walk. You need a man's not having a good day on the mound. Already to the number 8 hitter here, Alan Hiker. 2-on-2 out here, still in the bottom of the first. First pitch strike just above the knees. That one's away from Alicia Woody, but not too far. Runners thought about going, got back just in time. That one is hitting to right, but just going to fall foul. This one's hit into right, but it's going to be right to Emily Prentice for out number 3. But a 3-spot for the Wildcats off back-to-back home runs, and we'll head to the top of the second inning. 3-0 in favor of the home team. Here's Emily Prentice to lead things off. Do something fast. That's foul out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
It's divided by bats.
Nope, that's high.
Everyone's average. Oh.
Now
What's
batting, the
this?
center fielder, number 5.
That's a quick 1-2-3 inning, and we'll head to the bottom of the second just like that. Didn't even get to read any stats off. I had I added the batting average for the individuals. So here's Bailey Smith to lead things off. She grounds this one to second. Watson up with it in time to Newmuller at first, round number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 11.
That's high.
And Fury pops this one up into right. Tracking it is Prentice. She's under it. And she'll make the catch for round number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 28.
Nope, that's inside. That's down. Nope, high. Take your base.
That'll be a walk. Mans can't complete the 1-2-3 inning. And here's Rustin Baldwin. He had the 2-run shot.
Number 30.
Just his second home run on the season. He pops this one up in foul territory. This should end the inning. Alicia Woody under it, and she makes a catch for round number 3. Nothing doing in the second inning for both teams. We'll head to the third. 9-1-2. Do it for the Angels here.
Now batting, the catcher, number 3.
Alicia Woody leading things off here to start the inning. One of the better hitters, actually, of this Angels lineup, hitting .400 on the season, 8 for 20. Rounds this one up the middle. Whitney's able to charge in on it. Throw is in time for round number 1.
Now batting,
Brings
the
up Ann
designated
Vadia.
hitter, number 1.
Leadoff hitter was brought up. Lineup was edited a bit midway through the first half. Brought Ann Vadia up to the top after doing pretty well early on in the season, but
Now
has
batting,
struggled a
the
bit.
left fielder, number
185 on the season. That brings up Wendy Peffercorn.
Nope, outside.
Hitting .095, 2 for 21. Not great. No extra base hits for her this season. They're both singles.
Take your base.
But she will walk.
Now batting,
To bring up
the
Tina
third
Tygo.
baseman, number 23.
She takes a strike on the slider. And takes one on a fastball, 0-2. Doesn't chase.
Nope, that's outside.
Another one just misses. Count evens up at 2 apiece.
Foul ball.
So on fouled off. Popped up into left. Chico Island under it. And Chico Island will make the catch for round number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the third. Whitney, Bash Sluggington, and Bobby Jimbo do up.
Now
Whitney, with that last home run, now has the Wildcats team lead in home runs on the season. That was his 4th, breaking a tie with Bailey Smith as that's grounded to Neuenmuller. She'll step on the bag for round number 1.
Now batting, the first
Here's
baseman,
Bash Sluggington.
number 25.
Ball outside. Steer out.
Boone won the count to Sluggington.
Outside. Nope, ball
And that'll be a walk for him.
Now
His
batting,
10th walk of the season.
center fielder,
Double digits
number
walks.
7.
Steer out.
It's up Bobby Jimbo once again, 0 for 1 so far.
That's outside.
This one is going to be under the glove of Neuenmuller at first. That's going to be a base hit. So 2 on, only 1 out here for the home half of the third.
Now batting,
Wildcats looking to extend their lead. Here's Rig Porter. And that'll be it for Unita Mans. Only gets through 2 1/3. Got roughed up in that first inning. Wasn't able to bounce back. Rig Porter grounds this one to short. Elmenreich, slow developing play, throws it to first. Only play that can be made for 2 outs now.
hitter,
Runners both advance into scoring position here for Alan Hiker.
Steer out.
Hiker with a 1-1 count. From Pacifica Northwest in for relief.
That's foul.
That one's fouled off by Hiker. 2-2 the count. The pitch inside. Count runs full. And that one's tall, and the bases will be loaded for the Wildcats. And here is Bailey Smith.
catcher, number 2.
Steer out.
Takes first pitch strike on the inside. Swings that one low in the zone. Oh, but Pacifica Northwest can't handle it first, but stays with the play. Flips it to Neuenmuller in time for round number 3. And the Wildcats are turned away. Bases loaded, cannot bring in a run. It remains 3-0 heading into the top of the 4th. Annika Elmenreich to lead things off.
Nope, that's outside. Nope, that's low. Nope, that's inside.
Grounded to first. Sluggington will take it himself for round number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, number
Brings up
2.
Neuenmuller.
Foul. Foul ball.
He fouls off a couple into the stands. 0-2. Fouls another one, but staying in play. Can Baldwin track it down? He can with a sliding catch on number 2.
The right fielder, number 30.
A great catch by Baldwin. Puts 2 away here. The top of the 4th brings up Emily Prentice.
Steer out. That's outside. Steer out.
Slow grounder. Sluggington flips it to Cologne, who covers in time for round number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Top of the order do it for the Wildcats. Still nursing a 3-0 lead here.
Now batting,
As we approach the halfway point of game number 1.
number 11.
Northwest back on the mound here.
Nope, that's
Facing Emmett Fury 0 for 2. And this one is popped up into left. Under it is not Buchanan. Wendy Peppercorn for number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 28.
ball inside. Foul.
1-1 the count here to Chico Island.
Nope, outside.
He's drawn 2 walks so far today.
Nope, that's high. Take a base.
And make it a third. A hat trick of walks
Now
for Chico
batting,
Island.
The third baseman, number
Brings up Rustin
30.
Baldwin.
Nope, that's inside.
Started the scoring off with the 2-run home run in the first inning.
Nope, high.
Has a 3-0 count here.
Ball for
And that'll be a 4-pitch walk from Northwest. And that's going to bring up Whitney.
The shortstop, number 5.
2 on, only 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Whitney up the middle. Watson to second for 1. To first for the Dragons special. A 4-6-3 Dragon special. And we go to the top of the 5th inning. Lindsey Watson, Gwen mic drop, and Alicia Woody do it for the Angels.
The second baseman, number 12.
Polo Cologne locked in through 4 innings. Only 2 hits. Both of those came in the first inning, I believe. And a walk. That was last inning, I think. 1 strikeout. He's done excellent here today so far. A blooper into center. Tracking it is nobody. Fury couldn't quite catch up to it. Neither could Jimbo. And that's going to bomber special into center. That's going to be a leadoff single for the Angels.
Number 5.
That's going to bring up Win mic drop. Hitting 4 for 19 so far this season. This could be 2. Whitney to second for Fury. To first, Lovington. And another, this one's a 6-4-3 Dragon special.
Number 3.
So both teams flashed into defensive leather here in the last couple of half innings. Each with a Dragon special. Alicia Woody puts this one up the middle. That's good for a base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 1.
And Vadia pokes this one to left. It's high, it's deep, it's flirting with the pole. It kisses the pole! And Vadia with a 2-run shot brings this game within 1. I was about to say it was Ann Vadia who walked it off the first time these two teams met.
Number 9.
And she finds some more success here off of Polo Cologne and makes it a 1-run game. I have not done, I have the minor stats recorded. I need to get the extra base hits from Dean. He did the extra base hits for the minors. I need to put those into the sheet, and then I'll run all the stats and progression for them, and I'll get that implemented before I record the minors for this week. And I'll make sure the people that have put in camps, those are put in for those games as well. I just try to digest this as in many steps as possible, and still ended up running out of time.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 7.
So a quick out here, bottom of the 5th, brings up Bobby Jimbo, 1 for 2 today. This one's into the stands. And Jimbo with a shot into right. That looks deep enough, and that one's gone. Bobby Jimbo gets one of those runs back, makes it 4-2. The 3rd home run of the day for the Wildcats. Baldwin, Nee, and Jimbo all going yard.
Right fielder, number 3.
Nope, that's outside.
That's how we've scored every run so far here today. Everyone with the long ball. 4 total home runs, 3 by the Wildcats, 1 for the Angels.
Now batting,
Up comes
the
Alan Hiker.
hitter, number 22.
Hiker, first pitch swinging, puts this one to the right. It's going to be foul off the wall there. 0-2 here to Hiker. Rounded to second. Watson backhands it. Gets to first in time for out number 3. And to the top of the 6th we go. 4-2 ball game. Tycho Elmenreich and Newmuller do it for the Angels.
Now batting,
I don't know if you guys saw, but I put in it was the SSBL Documents channel. I did post the major stat tracking sheet if you wanted to ever peek at that. And I did post the sheet we used for the progression numbers. So if you want to look at what we did. So I basically went off of what Marge and Elder, what you guys said, since you seem to like the prior batting stats so much. I just ended up going with those. I tweaked them just a tiny bit, brought speed down just a little bit comparatively to what last year was, and added a little bit more balance, and I tweaked power a little bit, but
first baseman,
the majority of those batting numbers are the same. And and you can see what we did for pitching. The overall as a league, the pitching, if you sum up all the players, it's still negative, but I feel like it's okay because like I was going through it and see that good pitchers were, I think the number of bad pitchers in the league outweigh the number of good pitchers, so it trends to be a bit more negative, and it's a bit harder to get a nicer kind of even spread of things for the pitching because there's about 50% more batters than there are pitchers, so the range is a bit harsher in pitching than it is for batting. But overall, I think it worked out pretty well. I was pretty happy when I finally finished last night. I think it's pretty fair. Like no one absolutely died unless they really deserved it. Like for example, I think the worst one there was Billy Glenn for the Skulls. But like he had no strikeouts, like a handful of walks, and had like 10 plus earned runs over like maybe 10 or fewer innings, and he lost like 4 in every category.
Now batting, the left.
But yeah, like take a look at that. Let us know what you think. If you want us to like think about tweaking things one way or another into seasons future. As we're already here into the bottom of the 6th, Wildcats have 2 on, only 1 out, and here's Rustin Baldwin.
Number 30.
Yeah, Gigi Nori really got some good progression, and Steve Stevens did really well as well. This one's a grounder to third. Tygo to second for 1. To first, the Dragon special has been turned. And we go to the 7th inning, still a 4-2 ball game. Prentice Watson and Miguel mic drop due up here.
Fielder, number 30.
I was watching all of the major league streams over this past weekend
Now batting,
from YouTube at double speed
number 12.
to track all the extra base hits, and it's really hard to like watch this now because it's really slow in comparison to what I've been watching over the past like 3 or 4 days tracking all the extra base hits.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 5.
1 on, 1 out here for the Angels in the top of the 7th. Here's Gwynn mic drop. Technically one swing baseball here late in the game. It's a full count here to mic drop. The pitch. Swung on and missed. He rungs him up there. A big strikeout for Bart Polo Colon.
Number 3.
Here's Alicia Woody, 1 for 2 today. And 1 to her. 3-1. Polo Colon starting to labor a bit here. And loss of the 7th, and that will be a walk to Alicia Woody. That's going to put 2 aboard here, and here's Ann Vadia.
Designated hitter. Now
And that will do it for Polo Colon. His day is done, 6 2/3. Only 2 earned runs so far. Can Abel Mars get the Wildcats out of the 7th inning? Starts Vadia off 0-2. Pitch is grounded to Fury, who gets to first in time for out number 3, and the side is retired. Mars gets him out of a bit of a jam, and we'll head to the bottom of the 7th, 4-2 in favor of the Wildcats.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Here's Whitney.
Now pitching,
Northwest
number
is also going to be
18.
pulled. She ate up about 3 2/3 of an innings. For a pitch to Whitney from Lisa Louisville is lined into right for out number 1.
First baseman,
Brings up Bash
number
Sluggington.
25.
Under the glove of Louisville, and Sluggington will have himself a single.
Now batting,
And here's Bobby Jimbo. He's having himself a nice bounce back season. Season 6 was really rough on Jimbo, but as I say that, he's going to ground into one of these awkward double plays, which will retire the side once Sluggington is finally tagged out. Before that, he was, I think, 2 for 3 on the day, and coming into this game, 10 for 28,
The left fielder.
hitting 357, a far cry different from what last season was for him. I want to say he was like 200 or below last season. He really struggled for whatever reason, so bounce back for him.
Ball inside.
Although the Wildcats record doesn't reflect that. Very weird set of circumstances for the Wildcats. A lot of close games for them have been walked off, I believe,
Now batting, the
at
third
least
baseman,
twice. Have like three
number
one-run
23.
losses. Looking to bounce back their fortunes here in the second half of the season.
Ball inside. Ball high.
3-0 to Tina Tygo.
Take it.
That'll be a walk to her, so she'll be aboard.
Now batting,
You have to be careful.
the
It is one swing baseball once
number
again, and Monica
41.
Elmenreich due up here. Elmenreich with 2 home runs on the season. A short park here in Tiger Den. We've already seen 4 home runs today.
Ball inside.
That's a 3-0 count to Elmenreich.
No.
And that's a 4-pitch walk. Another aboard here. Dangerous times here
The first baseman,
in the top of the 8th.
number
Here's Sophie Newmore. She is tense, 0 for 3 on the day. She's having the season Bobby Jimbo was last year. It's at 10 straight balls from Mars. Finally finds his own there, 2-1. In the dirt, 3-1. That one finds his own. Count is full. Tough out activated for Newmuller. Swung on, fouled off. We'll do it again. 2 on, 1 out. Full count here in the top. Swing and a miss! A huge strikeout for Abel Mars.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And here's
number
Emily Prentice. She's also 0 for 3. Broken bat, swinging at that one. Is grounded to Fury. He flings it to first in time for out number 3. And the Wildcats escape another jam. Still leading 4-2 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Wildcats looking for a bit of insurance here.
Now batting, the right fielder. Number 3.
Asa Louisville in for relief of Northwest. Gives up a leadoff single to Rig Porter.
Now batting, the designated hitter. Number 22.
And this one's going to be into the gap. That's going to get down all the way to the wall. Runners headed for third. Won't be extra bases, though, but does put runners at the corners here for the Wildcats. And it's Bailey Smith at the plate.
The catcher. Number
Infield playing in. Runner going. The throw is in the dirt. Runner's going back. It was supposed to be a hit and run. But Bailey Smith did not do the hit part, and Alan Hiker, a very slow man, is thrown out. So runner just at third now. Grounded to first. Newmuller doesn't throw home. Runs to first for out number 2. A run comes home to score, and it's 5-2.
second baseman. Number 11.
I don't know how good or bad Newmuller's arm is, if that would have been a close play or not, but defeats the purpose of having the infield in if you don't even try to throw home.
Ball four.
And Fury will walk.
Now batting, the left fielder. Number 28.
Chico Island 1 for 1 today and has 3 walks.
Outside. Nope. High. See.
Under first, Newmuller will scoop it, step on the back, round number 3. So the deficit is 3 for the Angels. They need that many to continue this game. They've got the back third of their lineup up here.
The second baseman.
Lindsey Watson 2 for 3 today. Abel Mars got into some trouble last inning, but was able to get out of it.
That's foul.
Can he finish this game off with a nice bow? He gets that one back to him. Gets to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
It's a
Number
win mic
5.
drop, 0 for 3 today. It's foul, 0-2 the count. Plays off that one. This one is into right, and that's going to get down for a Bomber special. Ike drops a board. Mojo boost for her, brings up Alicia Woody, 1 for 2 today.
Number 3.
First pitch strike called to Woody. He's off that one, 1-1. This one's popped up. High towering fly ball, and Jimbo's able to track that one down before it becomes a bomber special. Angels down to last out. Here's Ann Vadia. A lone piece of offense for the Angels today. The 2-run home run. And might have just put another 2-run home run on the board. Doesn't have enough. It does! Ann Vadia. 2 2-run home runs for her, and the Angels are back within 1. And Vadia just doesn't like the Wildcats.
The left fielder, number 9.
1-run game, but only 1 out away for this win for the Wildcats. Here's Wendy Peffercorn. 0 for 3 with the walk. 0-2 the count. Just managed to foul that one off. Staying alive.
Nope, that's inside.
Inside 1-2. Inside 2-2. Swing and a miss! And Abel Mars shuts the door, and the Wildcats are victorious here 5-4. Wildcats win a close one. Flirt with disaster a couple of times, but Abel Mars is able to shut the door when it mattered the most. 5-4 here. Those 2-run home runs from Ann Vadia. Some hits splattered around. Watson, the only other 2-hit day. Let's see. Bobby Jimbo, the only multi-hit game. Almost everyone but Fury having a hit for the Wildcats. Mans goes 2 1/3, gives up 3, 5 walks, a strikeout, 2 home runs given up. Northwest only gives up 1 through 3 2/3, as Louisville gives up 1 through 2. Polo Cologne gets the win. Quality start for that man. 2 earned through 6 2/3, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Mars gets the save, 2 1/3. 2 earned, 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts as well. Your MVP of the game is Ann Vadia, followed by Rustin Baldwin and Bobby Jimbo. Next game going to come up right here, right now. The lone heroic conference game of the day. As we go to Gauchos and Wrongfielders. Go to Colonial Plaza. And let's find out what game this is for everyone. Gauchos are at 5, 6, 7, so this is their 4, which would be Cale Cartman. Fix that. This is in the right order. Banger, Colin, Phillips, Walker, Yoshida, Dion. Cartman starting perfect. And McJenkins is actually back now from the prolonged injury. Let's see what that original line is. Or it's just that. Jenkins, Fruity, Bullock, Clover, Dartboard, Wayne Scott, Lasers, Catch. Second. Dark. Scott. Right. Okay, cool. And game. This is also for them. It's Sandra Lee. Alright, here we go into the action. Let's refresh the stats. Wrongfielders, and we need Gauchos.
Now Now batting, the left fielder, number 3.
Nope, that's high. Steal that. See ya.
All right, here we go. Miranda Biscuit leading things off here for the Gauchos. They're also looking to turn around their luck here in the second half of the season. Had a rough go of things, 2-5 in the first half,
Number
but still
26.
in contention for the division.
Ball inside.
Not out of the picture just yet. Still have plenty to play for. Here's Samir Tailwind, puts this one into left. Clears Cloverfield, though. Scoops that one before it hits the ground.
The third baseman.
Nice play by Cloverfield for out number 2.
Nope, that's inside. Double. Steal that. Yeah.
So 1-2-3 inning there, and we'll go to the bottom of the first.
The second baseman, number 7.
Steal that.
Popped up. Sophia Billups there and make the catch for round number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 18.
Ball high. Steal that. Nope, that's outside. Nope, that's inside.
3-1 here to Trudy Fruity,
Nope, take
and
it
she
inside.
will take a walk.
Now batting, the first baseman.
It's going to bring up
number
Rim Bullock.
10.
See. That's high.
And Bullock hitting a .250 this season, 7 for 28. No home runs. Actually, no extra base hits. At all 7 singles for him. This one's popped up to Banger. He'll make the catch for round number 2.
Now batting,
Which brings up
the
Baleen Curtis.
shortstop, number 44.
First pitch swing pops this one up into foul territory behind home plate. And Noah Walker will make the catch for round number 3 and retire the side. So we'll go to the top of the second inning. Nothing doing from both teams so far
Now batting,
offensively.
the first baseman.
Here it is,
number
Banger.
0.
And he's having a good season for the Gauchos. Hitting .391 on the season. 9 for 23.
Steal that.
An excellent presence for this team here at the top of the lineup.
Nope, low.
He's got himself a full count from Lee.
That's foul.
Fouls that one off.
Strike.
Swing and a miss, though, and Sandra Lee warnings him up.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 40.
This one's up the middle, off the glove of the returning Leroy McJenkins Jr., and that will be a base hit for Noah Walker.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 9.
And that brings up Sophia Billups. I have to say, I think outside of my own team, and I guess technically myself since I exist in the game, Sophia Billups has to be one of my favorite players. She's just a really good player. She has really good defense. She has a pretty good bat too, hitting .357 before that one.
24.
Oh, here's Noah Walker. Was that one before?
Ball low. Ball inside.
Well, here's Noah Walker now. 1 on, 2 out here.
That's inside.
This one's popped up. Stays in the infield. Under it is Baleen Curtis.
Get out.
And she will make the catch for round number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Cloverfield, dartboard, and Wayne due up here for the wrong
Now
fielders.
batting, the left fielder, number 6.
Hard hit ball, but Yoshida's able to scoop it up. Gets it to Banger in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 7.
Steal that.
0-2 count here to dartboard. Dartboard is able to get that one through the left side of the infield. Sophie Billups just outside of her reach, and that'll be a single.
Now
Brings up
batting,
Wood and Wayne.
the right fielder, number 11.
Grounded to Billups. This could be two. In time to Yoshida. Yoshida to first. Not in time. Wayne just able to beat that out by a step. Keeps the inning alive here for Carl Scott.
Number 49.
Steer.
2-1 here to Scott. Popped up. Should be playable for Billups. She makes her way back into the shallow center field, and she'll make the catch for out number 3. Off we go to the top of the third. Still a scoreless game so far.
Number 35.
This one is into left. That's going to get down in front of Cloverfield. That's going to be a leadoff single for the Gauchos.
Now batting, the center
Brings up
fielder,
Neon Dion.
number 5.
7 for 23 so far this season. A respectable 304 batting average. Runner is going. The throw from behind the plate is not in time, and that's going to be a runner in scoring position here for Dion. Swing and a miss, though. Another strikeout for Lee. She's got 2.
Now batting, the left
Brings us
fielder,
back to the top of the order, Miranda Biscuit. Biscuit puts this one down to the right. Runner is going to stay put at third. A really strong arm from Wayne in right field.
Now batting,
Smart decision not to run on that. Puts runners at the corners here for Samir Tailwind. Infield playing in.
Safe.
Samir Tailwind already with 7 RBIs on the season. That one gets away from Boomer. Lasers.
Safe.
Runner at third stays put, but another runner advances from first to second. Both in scoring position now for Tailwind.
Nope, that's inside. Steer.
2-2 the count to Tailwind. Swung on into right field. Tracking it is Scott. He can't come up with the catch. It falls in front of him, and 2 runs will come home to score, and the Gauchos strike first.
Third baseman, number 2.
He tried to make a sliding catch, but came up just a bit short.
Ball in.
Bit of a gutsy run by both Gauchos base runners, especially the runner that was on second.
Safe.
If Wayne had actually caught that, that would have been a double play. That would have ended the inning. Runner's going for third, and Lasers throws that into left field, and that's going to score another run. Just like that, bases are cleared. Gauchos up 3-0 now. Lasers having a tough day behind the plate and a tough season in general.
Take
Lasers hitting 115 on the season, and
Now batting,
his
the
play
first
from behind the
baseman,
plate
number 0.
hasn't looked too promising.
Ball inside.
We are back to Brutus Banger already. 0 for 1 so far. He hits this one. McJenkins Jr. with a nice diving stop gets it to first in time for round number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 40.
Here, Donner Colin was the man I forgot. Took for Noah Walker earlier.
That's high. Steer.
2-1 here to Colin. Runner on second. 2-2 now. This is a high fly ball into right center. Is anyone going to be able to track that down? No, no one's fast enough to get that one. And it's going to fall in. Another run's going to score. It's 4-0 Gauchos. An RBI double for Colin.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 9.
Ball low.
This should end the inning. That's grounded to first. And Bullock will step on the bag for round number 3. A 4 spot for the Gauchos, and they take the lead here. Going into the bottom of the third, Lasers, McJenkins Jr., and Truty Fruity do up.
Number 19.
And I will address this now. I did see that Lasers in the team, or the SSBL managers channel, asked about when the trade deadline is. I'm not exactly sure. We don't have anything set right now because we never really talked about it, how we wanted to adjust it. Granted, for the shorter season, since we're doing the Super Saturdays, which this week is a Super Saturday, be sure you remember that. I need to talk to Squared on how we want to divide up the 2 streams on Saturday, as that's grounded to Sophia Billups, and we're about to have another 643 Dragons special. But I'm thinking most likely the trade deadline would either be at the end of this week or at the end of the week following. So trade deadline will be coming up here soon. There hasn't been a lot of in-season trades. I think there's only been 2 or 3. But keep that in mind. I've asked Josh. He hasn't responded just yet, but keep in mind that the trade deadline will be coming up here soon. Top of the 4th. This is a blooper, and no one's able to catch up to that. A Baltimore special to lead off the top of the 4th. Brings up Kazuto Yoshida. First pitch swinging into right. That one is trending foul, and it will land foul. Graham Bullock is going to double up that one. Line shot, he snags it and steps on the bag for a double play. Brings up Neon Dion, 0 for 1 so far. And he grounds that one to third. Dartboard, a laser to first in time for out number 3, and we'll head to the home half of the 4th. Bullock, Curtis, and Chris Cloverfield due up for the wrong fielders.
The first baseman, number 10.
Nope, that's no.
This one's through the right side of the infield. That's going to be a leadoff single for the wrong fielders.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 44.
Nope,
That one's under the glove of Yoshida, so back-to-back base hits to lead off the inning here. Wrong fielders in a bit of business here early.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 6.
Strike.
0-2 here to Chris Cloverfield.
Nope, outside.
Cloverfield is trending towards the gap. Neon Dion is going to watch that one fall and roll to the wall. Runners headed for third. Going to stay put there. That's going to be an RBI double for Chris Cloverfield. Puts the wrong fielders on the board, 4-1. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 in scoring position here for Andrea Dartboard. And she swings and misses there. A huge first out there via the strikeout.
The right fielder, number 11.
This one's grounded to Billups. She'll go to first for out number 2. Another run will come home to score. Makes it a 4-2 ball game.
Center fielder,
Rating an out for a run.
49.
Nope, low.
So 2 outs. Runner on second now for Carl Scott. He's got a 1-2 count here. This one's popped up. Should end the inning. It's Yoshida who will make the catch for out number 2. But the wrong fielders do cut the lead in half, make it a 4-2 ball game heading into the top of the 5th inning.
The left fielder, number 3.
Let's take a look at the team aspect of this. So these 2 teams,
Ball high. Nope, that's low.
I feel like I have, no?
Nope, high.
I feel like I must have something mislabeled. Because according to the quick little thing I did in the stat tracking sheet,
Tracking.
the wrong fielders have the 8th best average in the league.
Now batting, the
And I don't-
designated hitter,
I have a hard time
number
believing it.
26.
Or 18th in
Now batting,
runs scored.
The third baseman, number 2.
I'm gonna have to do some investigating. I mean, I feel like I would have noticed something was wrong because I've done the progression once. That just be a really odd factoid of the season. Wrong fielders, good average, just don't score runs. A quick 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 5th, and we'll go bottom half. Lasers, McJenkins Jr. and Trudy Fruity do up here. 2-run game. Gauchos, on the other hand, rank 17th in average and 16th in runs scored. Popped up third base side, Athena Hex under it, and she'll make the catch for round number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 7.
Ball inside. Ball outside. Steal.
2-2 count here to Leroy McJenkins Jr.
Nope, that's inside.
That count's going to run full. This one's into right field. Tracking that one is Colin, and he'll make the catch for round number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 18.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment, Marge, because that just relief pitching. I mean, there's like 2 or 3 of them. There, I think most of them, apart from Cam Iconic, are literally worse than Risings. This one's hit hard and deep into left field. That one is gone. Trudy Fruity with a home run into left center, and it's a 1-run game.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 10.
Trudy Fruity makes things a bit interesting here
That's high.
as she hits her 3rd home run of the season. Might be time to send Kale Cartman packing in this game. Into right. No one's going to get that one. That one's going to bomber special. The tying run aboard here for the wrong fielders in the bottom of the 5th inning. And here's Bailey Curtis.
Now pitching.
And there is the pull. In comes Poodle Starfire. This young bullpen for the Gauchos has had their fair share of issues, though. Starfire coming into this game and gives up this one into the gap. Dion's able to cut it off. Runner's going to go first to third, but runners at the corners for the wrong fielders.
Now batting,
Try and run 90 feet away here for Chris Cloverfield.
number
Poodle Starfire coming into this game with a 9.80 ERA. 8 runs given up through 7 1/3 innings pitched. Hopefully she
Now
can
batting, the first baseman,
calm down into a bit more of a reliable starter, or reliever. I'm sure she will. Just a bit of bad luck for the rookie in the first half of the season. Does get the last out as we go to the top of the 6th.
Inside.
Gauchos holding on to a 1-run lead here as we're in the middle stages of this game number 2. Brutus Banger with a soft roller to first. Bullock flips it to Lee in time for round number 1.
now batting, the right
Brings up
fielder,
Colin. He's 2 for 2 today.
4.
Single and a double.
Steal. Nope, high.
This one's a grounder to the third base side. Dartboard in time for out number 2.
Now batting,
And that's
the
going to bring up
shortstop,
Sophia Billups.
number 9.
That one is going to be foul.
Steal.
Back to the mound. Lee can't handle it at first. She stays with it. The throw in time. Front number 3, a 1-2-3 inning for Lee. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Dartboard, Wayne and Carl Scott do up for the wrong fielders.
Now batting,
Still only trailing by 1.
third baseman, number 7.
Nope, that's outside. Ball inside.
Dartboard hits one through the right side of the infield. Yoshida can't snag it in time, and that one gets by him.
Now
That's going to be good for an infield single for Dartboard, so runner aboard here.
number
Start off the
11.
bottom of the 6th. Brings up Woden Wayne. He falls behind 0-2. Doesn't chase high. Pops this one up, but it looks like it's going to be off the netting. He stays alive, same count.
Yes,
Gaucho struggling to throw it to first.
that's high.
Starfire throws in the dirt after Yoshida did as well.
That's high.
Count now 3-2 after starting off 0-2, and that's going to be a walk. Woden Wayne comes all the way back from an 0-2 count and 2 aboard here for Carl Scott.
49.
Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th, and that hits up the middle. Runners going to head for third, and they're going to stay put. Station to station, go the wrong fielders. The bases are loaded.
Now batting,
The rookie Blues still seems strong for Poodle Starfire. She can't catch a break. Might get one here as Boomer Lasers pops this one up in foul territory, and Athena Hex will track that one down for out number 1. Huge foul territory here in Colonial Plaza. But still, bases loaded. Only one out here for Leroy McJenkins Jr. He's 0 for 3 in tenths. No power to speak of. Still some decent contact and no speed for him. And he pops this one up. 2 huge pop-outs for Poodle Starfire.
Now back, the
And it's Trudy Fruity.
number
She hit a home run last time she was up into left center. Has a chance to tie the game or take the lead here. She's got a 1-1 count.
Ball
Inside 2-1. Pressure's all the way up.
Steed high.
Nice slider. Count runs at 2-2. This one to third. Athena Hex snow cones it for out number 3. The Gauchos get out of a huge jam. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And Poodle Starfire surrenders nothing.
number 24.
Maybe finally shaking off some of those early jitters from the season. And getting a few things to go her way, and we'll head to the top of the 7th, and that's going to be good for a leadoff single off the glove of Andrea Dartboard at third, and the leadoff runner is aboard.
Now batting,
That's
the
going to bring up
second
Kazuto
baseman,
Yoshida.
Number 35.
Nope, high. Steed high. Ball low.
3-1 the count to Yoshida.
Nope.
And that'll be a walk. Sandra Lee at the end of her rope, already over 90
Now
pitches.
batting, the center fielder,
The AI does
number
tend to
5.
leave these pitchers out to dry because, as we mentioned before, the bullpen being so bad for the wrong fielders. It's a line shot into left, but Cloverfield is there to make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting,
Brings us back to the top of the order for the Gauchos and Miranda Biscuit here. 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Gauchos leading by 1. Grounded to Dartboard, who gets to McJenkins. McJenkins to first, in time for the Dragons special. A 5-4-3 Dragons special, I believe.
Now
And we'll
batting,
head to the bottom half of the inning.
number 10.
This one's hit high and deep into left, tracking back at the wall. It's gone! And we've got ourselves a tie game at 4 apiece. Brim Bullock into left field, and we've got ourselves a brand new ball game at 4.
The shortstop, number 44.
Up the middle goes Bailey Curtis. She'll be aboard here.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 6.
Steed high. Ball outside.
This one's popped up into right by Cloverfield. Under it is Colin, makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting,
He's up Andrea Dartboard. She's 2 for 3 today.
number 7.
Steed high.
Runner is going. The throw from behind the plate is in time. A strong throw from behind the plate by Noah Walker puts 2 down.
Steed high.
2-2 the count to Dartboard. Swung on. That won't be foul. We'll do it again. That one just misses. Count runs full.
Ball for a
Oh, 2 sliders just miss. And Dartboard will take a walk to bring up Woden Wayne.
field. Now pitching.
And
number
Starfire
54.
will get pulled in favor of Jebediah Octagon. Maybe just the second or third time we've seen Octagon so far this season. He's only pitched 1 1/3 innings, given up 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 3 hits, a 13.5 ERA. Banger can't handle that one. Can he get to the bag in for time? No, he can't. And that'll be an infield single, and the inning will continue.
Fielder, number
2 on, 2 out here for Carl Scott. The pressure all the way back to full.
Ball outside. Nope, high. Ball low.
It's a 3-1 count here to Scott.
Steer out.
That one finds his own. The count is full. Runners are going in. Strike 3 called. Octagon rings up Scott, and we'll head to the top of the 8th inning. Tied up at 4 apiece here. Tailwind, Hex, and Banger do up for the Gauchos.
designated hitter, number 26.
Tailwind 1 for 3 today. Had a 2-run RBI single.
Steer out.
This one's a ground to a third. Dartboard able to knock it down the throw. Not in time, though. Tailwind able to beat that one out for an infield single. That's going to bring up Athena Hex. Sandra Lee about to throw her 100th pitch of the game. Call the ball.
Steer out.
Runner is going, and that will be nowhere close to in time. Runner easily steals second, so in scoring position now. Going for third. The throw is also late, and he is in scoring position. Samir Tailwind zooming around the bases. Go ahead, run 90 feet away for the Gauchos and Hex. This will most likely be Lee's last batter she faces. This is popped up. Infield is playing in, though. Overfield will make the run in for round number 1. Runner stays put at third.
Now batting, the first baseman.
That will bring up Brutus Banger.
Now pitching,
And in comes Heather Lansley in relief.
43.
First pitch swing is Banger. He's going to put this one foul into the stands. He will do that again. 0-2 the count. Needs to get this into play
That's inside.
to get his team to retake the lead.
Nope, that's inside.
2 run inside, make it a 2-2 count. And he'll put this one down up the middle for a base hit, and the Gauchos retake the lead 5-4. An RBI single from Brutus Banger.
Now batting, the right
Scores
fielder,
Samir Tailwind.
number 40.
Steer out.
Brutus Banger with his 6th RBI in the season. This one's popped up into center field. Under it is Carl Scott. He'll make the catch for round number 2.
Now batting.
That's
the
going to bring up
shortstop,
Sophia Billups.
Number 9.
Struggling a bit today. 0 for 3 on the docket.
You're safe. Steer out.
His first pitch strike.
Steer out.
Runner going, the throw from Lasers in the dirt. Lasers just falling apart from behind the plate. Cannot get anything going tonight. This one up the middle. Leeler McJenkins makes his way over and gets to the first in time for round number 3. Gauchos retake the lead, from the RBI single from Brutus Banger. Makes it a 5-4 game as we head to the bottom of the 8th. And here is Boomer Lasers to lead off things. Tense 0 for 2, has drawn a walk so far. Octagon still on the mound. Lasers pops this one into center. Tracking it is Dion. He's under it. And he makes the catch one away.
Now batting.
Here's Leroy McJenkins Jr., a tense 0 for 4. And they will lift him in favor of Taco Burns. Taco Burns was the man who replaced McJenkins during his injury stint. Taco Burns looking to regain that spot potentially here after a rough night at the plate for McJenkins Jr. But will strike out in his opportunity, 2 away.
Now batting.
And here's Trudy Fruity. She tied things up at 4.
18.
A couple of innings ago, her team's back down 1 again. Here in the bottom of the 8th.
Nope, that's low.
She takes a 2-1 count from Octagon.
That's outside.
3-1.
Foul.
She fouls that one off, and the count is full.
Steer.
Oh, strike deep call at the top of the zone. Octagon freezes Fruity, and we head to the 9th inning. Noah Walker, Kazuo Yoshida, and Neon Dion do up for the Gauchos.
Number 24.
I didn't even think that was a strike 3 until I saw her throw the bat.
Outside. Nope. Low.
3-0 to Noah Walker, who's locked in. He's 2 for 3 on the day, 2 singles.
Steer high.
Lansley bounces back with 2 straight strikes, makes it a full count. This one's hit hard to Balin Curtis, who scoops it. Gets the first in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the
Brings up
second
Yoshida,
baseman,
1 for 2,
number
single and a walk so
35.
far today.
That's outside.
Yoshida is struggling this season, 4 for 22, hitting 181 on the season,
That's out. Steer.
but has bounced. I mean, he's doing better in this game, hitting 500. That's all you have to do. Baby steps in the right direction. Full count here. Yoshida was going to bomber special this one into left center field. He improved to 2 for 3 on the day. Already getting half the hits in one game than he did
The center
all of
fielder,
the first half of the
number
season.
5.
So trending in the right direction for Yoshida. Brings up Neon Dion, and Dion puts a charge in this one into right field. Tracking it is Scott. It's over the fence. Just ekes over the fence goes Neon Dion, and that pushes the Gauchos' lead 7-4.
Now batting,
Thank goodness
the
for
left
the
fielder,
short walls here
number 3.
in Colonial Park as Neon Dion takes full advantage of it and pushes the Gauchos lead to 3. And this one's hit into the gap. Carl Scott able to track that one down though for round number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Neon
number
Dion, his
26.
second home run of the season, getting up to 6 RBIs. Back to Samir Tailwind. He's locked in 2 for 4, having a good day. But we'll pop this one up into just a shade out of the infield
Out.
for Taco Burns, who makes the catch for round number 3. Last chance for the wrong fielders here, trailing 7-4 now as we enter the 9th inning. Bullock, Curtis, and Cloverfield do up for them.
The first baseman, number 10.
Ball low.
This one's a grounder. Yoshida's able to snag it. Gets it to first in time for round number 1. A good play by Yoshida.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Up comes
number
Bailey
4.
Curtis. She's 3 for 4 today. Into center field. Tracking back is Dion. He makes the catch for round number 2. Wrong fielders are down to their final out in Chris Cloverfield.
Fielder, number 6.
Steer. That's foul.
Swing and a miss, and Jebediah Octagon closes the door and gets the Gauchos a win to start off the second half of Season 7. Winning 7-4. Wrong fielders out hit the Gauchos, but can't win the game. 7 runs for the Gauchos, a pair of hits for Tailwind and Coland, Walker, and Yoshida. The home run by Dion with the little extra padding. 3 hits for Grim Bullock and Bailey Curtis. 2 hits for Dartboard. Top of the order, though, a bit struggling there. Fruity had that home run. Let's take a look here. Cartman, 3 through 4 2/3. Starfire, 1 through 2. And Octagon, a nice sheet there. 2 1/3 innings pitch with the win, actually. No earned runs, 4 strikeouts and a hit. Nice bounce back game for him to start the second half as well. Sandra Lee gets the loss, 4 earned through 7 1/3. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 8 hits. Lance Lee, 2 earned through 1 2/3. The MVP is Grim Bullock, followed by Samir Tailwind and Neon Dion. Here we are going into game number 3 of the evening. A big game in the Epic in the Epic Conference in the Novas division. We've got a Stingers and Serpents game here. Got the Serpents and got the Stingers. Oh, excuse me. All right, we're going to Red Rock. And on. And let's see here for the Serpents. This is game number 6, so they're number 2. Should be Stitch Overly. I know they did some changing earlier, and they just double check that nothing happened after the Green injury, which in fact Green is back. Ooh, I need to fix that though. Green should be back. I will just put him in the spot that Mundo Jackman was in. Sammy Green will just be closing pitcher. So that was what Jackman was, the most recent pitching change that Dean had made. All right. Four. Here we go. CP, we've got Stitch Overly going to and way in the 9th spot. Boom. Good to go here. And for the Stingers, this is game number 9, so we're back to the top of the order for them, which is Angela Delvecchio. So we should be in for an excellent game here. We are ready to go. Stingers coming into this game 4-4 in second place in the Novas. Serpents coming in 2-3 on the season. Haven't had a game in a cool minute though. I think they had week 5 off. Had actually week 4 off, so they've had 2 down weeks, and then the 3rd week for us doing stats. So the first time we're going to see the Serpents here in a while. Huge matchup. I mean, a loss for either team. I feel. I guess the Stingers have played a few more games. A loss for the Stingers really pretty much knocks them out of the contention for the division. I mean the ball players sitting at 6-1. It's a pretty tough hill to climb as it is. But another loss for them, they're probably out of the division contention. Stingers or Serpents could maybe survive a loss. I don't think they've played the ball players yet at all, actually. No, they've got the ball players week 7, day 2, and then week 10, day 4. So Serpents still 2 matchups with the ball players. Serpents, I should say. I think that's what I said. Stingers have already played the ball players both times. Split the season series there. 2 quick outs for Delvecchio. Here's Pete Za, the reigning Epic Conference Rookie of the Year. Serpents and Stingers. I need to uncheck the wrong for this. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Delvecchio. And we'll head to the bottom of the first.
Now the second baseman, number 12.
So let's take a look at Stitch Overly. Stitch Overly coming in with a 5.39 ERA and a 1.5 WHIP. 4 earned runs through 6 2/3. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 8 hits given up. Dallas, Texas on the board with a home run finally. But hitting only .250 on the season, 7 for 28. And that home run is his actually only extra base hit. He has walked 11 times, though. This one up the middle, and that one's going to get down for a leadoff single for Dallas, Texas.
Now batting.
Moonshots after this week will have played 12 of 14 games.
9.
Are you serious? They're already at 9. And that's going to be down another base hit down into center. So 2 aboard here for the Stingers to start off the home half of the first.
Now batting. The short.
Holy cow.
Number 20.
They're already at 12 at week 6. Ooh. It's one unintended consequence of the abbreviated schedule, I guess. And this is a bomber special, looks like into center field. And the bases are loaded.
Now batting.
And here's Jackson Moore.
Designated hitter. Number
Bases loaded, not through very strong hits at all. Bunch of bloop hits. But anyway, you can get them for the Stingers. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Can Jackson Moore cash them in? Jackson Moore down in foul territory. Caramel Apple, it looks like she's actually going to catch this one, which is going to allow a runner to tag. The throw is not going to be in time, and the Stingers strike first here early, 1-0. Caramel Apple should have let that one drop, but the game AI isn't that smart. Don't think they have that programming in them whatsoever. So still 2 on, only 1 out here for Matthew Kennedy. And he gets rung up there. Stitch Overlay bouncing back with a strikeout.
The first baseman. Number 19. Nova.
3-0 count to Dane Kygrass. Bounces back, 3-2, full count. Runners will be going. Swung on, popped up. First base side, under it is Pete Za. And that will retire the side. So bases loaded, nobody out. The Stingers only get 1 and will head to the top of the second.
The third baseman. Number 77.
Let's take a peek at what Angela Delvecchio has done so far. She's starting her 3rd outing of the season. She has some fantastic numbers. Not a lot of innings pitched, though, but only 2 earned runs through 11 innings, a 1.63 ERA. Has given up a fair bit of hits, though, 16 hits and 4 walks, a 1.81 whip. But no home runs given up. So pretty strong numbers for, I believe, the 2nd-year player. I think she was a rookie last season. She was in the minors most of last season and getting the call up to be the ace, as Robin Ryan is the long reliever now. But she gives up a walk there to lead off the top of the second. Brings up Yeti Olson. Yeti Olson with some high points this season and some low points. High points hitting .473 on the season, but some defensive miscues. Had the misplay in that second Skulls Serpents game that ended up costing the Serpents the game and getting swept by their rival Skulls during the middle of the season. I believe that's probably their last games they came off of, actually. Back-to-back walks from Delvecchio, though, has 2 runners aboard. This one's a soft liner into right. Kennedy off his shoe tips makes the catch, round number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder.
These teams faced off earlier in the season. I want to say either week 1 or week 2. Serpents took that one handily by 8-2 was the final count. Grounder to the third base side. DeSalsa is able to track it down, not get the throw in time, so the bases are loaded here for the number 9 hitter, Zimbabwe.
Number 13.
The Serpents have been cycling through different rookies here in the number 9 hole, trying to see someone can stick, but they have had no luck so far. This one's a grounded to first, a slow roller though. That will be out number 3. I lost track of the outs. Thought that would score a run to tie the game, but no, it won't, as it's out number 3, and it remains 1-0 heading into the bottom of the second.
Number 20.
Hard hit ball, but right to Leon Morrison in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the
Here's
catcher,
Nabil Pervez,
number 23.
the lore legend of the SSBL this season, with that walk-off home run against the Wildcats that I will remember probably for the rest of my life. But fouls out to Ron Cox, but 2 away,
The left
which brings up Yomeko Pendragon.
number 12.
Pendragon, a hard shot to third. Walker up with it, who rainbows it to first in time for round number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Stitch Overly, and we'll head to the top of the third. It's the top of the order for the Serpents here. Caramel Apple, 0 for 1 so far.
Number 15.
Caramel Apple hitting 7 for 17 this year. Also has 7 walks, hitting .411. This one's a high fly ball, but trending foul. And that's where it will land. 2-1 the count here to Apple. Swung on, grounded to Texas. Gets to first in time on number 1.
Now batting, the
Brings up
catcher,
Big McLarch,
number
huge.
24.
Big McLarch huge is going to tuck this one into the corner in right field. That gets down. Kennedy gets it off a bounce off the wall, but not before Big McLarch huge turns into extra bases. He's aboard with a 1-out double, which brings up Pete Zaw. Pete Zaw 7 for 18 on the season. Already has 9 RBIs, hitting .388. Swing and a miss there. 1-2 the count came and activated for Delvecchio. That one runs inside, 2-2. This one's swung on, and that's going to be foul. This one's hit high and deep into right. Tracking back is Matthew Kennedy. He's at the wall, and it's over his head, and Pete Zaw has himself a 2-run home run. I think Matthew Kennedy mistimed his jump by about half a step, and it ended up being just over his head, and Pete Zaw puts it into the bleachers and gives the Serpents a 2-1 lead.
The third baseman, number 77.
Pete Zaw, his 3rd home run of the season, gives him 11 RBIs so far, and puts the Serpents on top 2-1. This one's a grounded to short to Salsa up with it in time for round number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 12.
This one into left, tracking, and it's gone! Another home run for the Serpents. It's now 3-1. 374 feet into left, Jerry Briggs with a solo
Now
shot.
batting, the shortstop, number
3-1 Serpents. Delvecchio tense now. This should end the inning as Texas scoops that one up for number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the third. 3-1 in favor of the Serpents here.
Now batting, the second baseman.
I was going to look
number
at
12.
for the Serpents, 4th in the league in average, hitting a team .355. This one's into the gap, and that is going to be gone! Was that Matthew Kennedy? I just need to stop paying attention to the stats. 415 into center field. No, it's Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas with his 2nd home run of the season gets the Stingers within 1.
Number 9.
Squash Pixel into center. Tracking that one is Jerry Briggs. He makes the catch.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
This brings up Ace to Salsa. With one down here. Ace also with a high fly ball into right center field. Jerry Briggs once again tracking it and will make the catch for number 2. Now bring up Jackson Moore, the 4th. Got a run across on the sacrifice fly in foul territory thanks to Caramel Apple. Fouls this one off. It looks like it will find the stands just barely. Out of the reach of Alfred Walker at 3rd. Another one fouled off. 0-2 the count here. This one up the middle under the glove of Stitch Overly, and he will be aboard with a 2-out single. I'll bring up Matthew Kennedy. Matthew Kennedy hitting a monster 12 for 31 on the season. 387. 2 doubles and a home run. Oh, but gets rung up there. Strike 3 called on the bottom inside corner, and we'll go to the top of the 4th. Leon Morrison, Ron Cox, and Zimbabwe do up.
Second baseman, number 17.
Angelo Delvecchio on the mound again, still tense after that rough second inning. There was a third inning, excuse me. 3-0 to Leon Morrison, composed, activated. And this one's hit into left, and that's tracking back at the wall, and that's going to be gone! Another solo shot for the Serpents. Leon Morrison, he gets the run back and pushes the lead back to 4-2. I feel like every game so far today has had a 4-2 score at some point.
Now batting, the right fielder, number
Leon Morrison with his first home run of the season, and that will be it for Delvecchio. She gets pulled after 3+. Brings in Robin Ryan, not exactly having the season one would expect he would. 20 earned runs through 23 and 2/3 innings pitched, a 7.60 ERA, 18 walks to 15 strikeouts, a 2.02 whip.
Now batting, the
Very surprising numbers from one of the maxed out pitchers in the league. Two and 2 here to Caramel Apple. Back to Ryan. He makes the snag for number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Back to a 2-run game here, 4-2 as we enter the bottom of the 4th. Highgrass, Darby, and Nabal Pervez.
first baseman, number 19. Low.
Yeah, Cosmo is just as bad. It's really bizarre. You know, I was going to mention it when Delvecchio was on the mound. You know, she has the K-Man and the Compose trait. I wonder if we're going to see a lot more usefulness out of those traits with the new patch that's coming out at some point within the next month or so. You know, they say they tweaked the AI batting to, like, have, what was it, like, weaker contact on pitches outside the zone, and they don't necessarily swing as much and stuff like that, so it'd be interesting to see, like, something if, like, Composed, because I feel like Compose really doesn't do a lot, and it'd be really interesting to see if Compose actually, you know, bounces back to become somewhat useful, and especially K-Man. If K-Man, you know, someone can paint the corners with K-Man and you make that, I mean, I feel K-Man's still pretty good, but it doesn't always pay off, and I don't think as much as it should. Stingers able to beat out back-to-back Dragon special opportunities, but still 2 away here for Yumeko Pendragon here in the bottom of the 4th. Yumeko Pendragon, this one tracking back, and it's over the head of Ron Coxon, right? And we got ourselves a 4-4 ball game. Home run music. Yumeko Pendragon ties things up at 4, her second home run of the season. Pizza can't handle that one, but bounces off his glove to Leon Morrison, who gets up with it and gets first in time for round number 3. And we'll head into the top of the 5th, had a brand new ball game here at 4 apiece.
The catcher, number 24.
One and two, they count here to Big McLarge Huge. Just inside, 2-2. Fouled off. Swing and a miss. Robin Ryan rings him up there.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Brings up the home run, hitting Pete Za. Two and two, the count. This one swung on into right. Tracking it is Kennedy, and he'll make the catch for number 2.
Now batting,
Which will
the
bring up
third
Alfred
baseman,
Walker 0 for 2
number
so far.
77.
Chopper down the first base line. Oh no, Robin Ryan! Butterfingers, he can't make the play to end the inning. And he'll have to face Jerry Briggs now. Give that man some pine tar. He could not handle the ball at all. But luckily enough, Jerry Briggs is going to foul this one out to Dank Highgrass for round number 3. That error won't come back to haunt Ryan. And we'll go into the bottom of the 5th, still at 4 apiece. 2-3-4. Do it for the Stingers.
Center fielder, number 9.
Robin Ryan came up empty for that one twice. Straight up missed it the first time. Didn't even give him like the stuff happens thing, and then he gave it to him the second time. 3-1 to count here to squash Pixel, and that'll be a leadoff walk for him. Overly tense now.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Start off the inning. Wonder how much longer they'll give him. Ace of Salsa, first pitch swinging, pops that one up. Right back to Overly, who gets Mojo right back.
Now batting, the designated.
They'll be neutral again. 4 1/3 for him so far. 2 earned runs, 6 hits, 2 walks. Has a few strikeouts. I really wish like they could just put the full line there. I mean, they have plenty of room. Like that's the only thing that doesn't show up. Like why? Just squeeze it in there. Grounded to short. Yeti Olsen's up with it. Gets the first in time for round number 2. Runner advances into scoring position though for Matthew Kennedy. 0 for 2 so far. But this one into left, tracking back. It's going to be off the wall, just beside the foul pole. And that's going to bring home a run, and the Stingers retake the lead 5-4 with an RBI double from Matthew Kennedy. Matthew Kennedy, I think, is undoubtedly so far the MVP of the Stingers season. He has been a huge boost in that lineup. He's actually up to double-digit RBIs now. That was his 10th. Giving them a 5-4 lead as we go to the top of the 6th inning. 6-7-8 do up for the Serpents here.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Yadi Olsen to lead things off. Robin Ryan still on the mound, neutral, so able to come out of that error unscathed. Didn't have to start things off tense, which is a big help.
The second baseman.
One pitch, one out here to start the 6th, as that one was a ground out to second. Brings up Leon Morrison. 3 home runs from the Serpents today. Briggs, Morrison, and Pete Za. That'll be a walk to Morrison. Now we'll bring up Ron Cox.
The right fielder, number 37.
First blemish so far for Robin Ryan's stat line, apart from the error, a walk issued here. Hits this one hard, but Ace of Sauce is there to second for 1 to first in time for the Dragons special. 6-4-3, and we head to the bottom of the 6th. RB, Nabil Pervez, and Yomeko Pendragon up.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 20.
This one is going to be over the head of Leon Morrison. That's going to roll all the way to the wall of the Grand Canyon. That's going to be a leadoff double for the Stingers.
Now batting.
Alrighty, with a runner in scoring position here for Nabil Pervez. Can the Stingers cash things in here? Stitch Overly still on the mound, back to tense now. 8 hits now over 5 innings, as well as a pair of walks. This one's hit hard. Pete Zaw can't come up with it, but does knock it down, and able to get it to Stitch Overly, who covers in time for number 1. But that does allow the runner to advance to third there. That brings up Umeko Pendragon. Infield is playing in, trying to keep this runner from scoring. Pendragon just hits that one foul, just couldn't get that one inside the baseline. 2-1 the count now. This one's high and deep. Pendragon might have another one, and it's gone! Another 2-run shot for Umeko Pendragon, and it's 7-4.
Now pitching.
And that does it for Stitch Overly. In comes Tough Beifong. And that will be a leadoff or a walk for the first batter Beifong faces. Is the correct way of saying that. Brings up Squash Pixel 1 for 2 today. And this one's hit deep into right field, and that one's gonna be gone! Another 2-run shot for the Stingers, and they're up 9-4. I read the 7 as I was trying to change an OBS, and my brain just died. This also fouls this one off. 2-2 here. Tough Beifong tense. No outs recorded. And this one's up the middle. Tough Beifong having a tough outing so far. Every batter has reached so far.
Number 22.
Brings up Jackson Moore the 4th. This man is just as dangerous. 3-1 here. And he will pop it up just in front of the mound. Beifong will say thank you very much. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And that will bring up Matthew Kennedy.
Number 2.
Out in front of that one. 1-1 the count. 1-2 now. Inside, 2-2. This one is going to be snagged by Leon Morrison, and in time at first, round number 3. A great play by Morrison to end the inning, but two-run home runs for the Stingers push their lead 9-4 as we head into the top of the inning. Zimbabwe to lead things off here in the 7th. That number 9 spot for the Serpents, still struggling to find anything to get going here. That Zimbabwe has started off 0 for 2 here in. But Zimbabwe might have found something here. This one's to right, and it's gone! Holy cow, people are taking advantage of the short porch in right. I believe that's the 5th home run hit into right field, and Zimbabwe finally gets something going out of the 9-hole for the Serpents, and it's 9-5. I've lost track of how many home runs there have been so far. 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. Well, Robin Ryan bounces back with a strikeout of Caramel Apple.
The catcher, number 24.
One down here, facing off against Big Mick Larchuge. 2-1 the count. 3-1. And that will be a walk to Big Mick
Now batting,
which brings up Pete Zaw.
Number 5.
Hard hit ball, but foul from Zaw, 0-1. Allen finds his own 1-2. Popped up. Still in the infield is Dank Highgrass. He makes the catch for round number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 77.
Alfred Walker with a line shot into left, but tracking is Yomeko Pendragon, and she'll make the catch for round number 3. So the only run comes across on the Zimbabwe solo shot. 4-run game as we head to the home half of the 7th.
The first baseman,
Dank Highgrass to lead things off, 0 for 2 with a walk so far. Beifong still tense. Three and 1 count to Highgrass. And Highgrass will lead things off with a walk. Third walk issued by Beifong here in relief. Seems to be the second. Second hit, 2 hits, 2 walks. Zarby fouls that one off. 1 for 3 with the double today so far. Hard hit ball, but foul as well. 1-2 now. Popped up into foul territory. Pete Zaw will make the catch for round number 1.
Now batting,
Which brings up Nabil Pervez. 0 for 3 so far. He's hit a bit of a dry spell after that legendary walk-off home run. A handful of weeks ago at this point. Has a 3-0 count here. That on the shoulder, called a strike. That one runs inside, and that'll be a walk, so 2 aboard here.
now batting,
And here's Yomeko Pendragon. She's locked in 2 2-run home runs for her today. She's been monstrous here in the 9th spot for the Stingers. She's got another runner in scoring position. Inside, 2-1 to Pendragon. Still tense is Beifong. That one just finds his own 2-2. Lays off that one. The count runs full. The pitch swung on, fouled off. Beifong with delivery inside, and the bases are loaded. And that brings up Dallas, Texas. 2 for 3 on the day, and Beifong is pulled in favor of BB Strongman. Grounded to Zaw. He goes home for 1. Back to first for the Dragons special. Oh, Dallas, Texas, not the result you needed at all, and the Stingers are turned away with the bases loaded once again. And we'll head to the top of the 8th. Still a 4-run lead for the Stingers, but would have loved even more padding on top of that. This one's grounded back to Ryan. He actually snags that one and gets the first in time.
now batting, the shortstop, number 7.
Eddie Olson 0 for 2 today. Swings through that one, 0-2. And pops this one up. It's in foul territory. Robin Ryan will make his way over, and he'll make the catch for round number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 17.
He's up Leon Morrison. 2-1 the count to him. Pops this one up, foul, into the stands, 2-2. This one's into center field, but a dead center field as Squash Pixel has to take a few steps back to make the catch for round number 3. Into the bottom of the 8th we go, still 9-5 in favor of the Stingers.
Now
They've got 2, 3, 4 due up here. Squash Pixel, home run in a single, he's locked in. A lot of these Stingers batters are locked in, and he's going to get this one down the first base line. It's going to roll into the corner. He's turning for 2. Ron Cox can't handle it, and that'll be a stand-up leadoff double. Oh, he's going for 3rd, and he's in there. Ron Cox with the horrible arm. I forgot about that.
Number 20.
And he makes it all the way to 3rd. A gutsy run there. So in some more insurance, 90 feet away here for Ace to Salsa. 90 feet away for B breaking out the double digits.
Now batting,
Runners not the corners after the walk for Ace to Salsa. Here's Jackson Moore, the 4th. And run was on, but fouled it off. 1-1 the count. Another one fouled off. And another one fouled off. Lays off that one, 2-2. Welcome, Lasers. Full count to Jackson Moore. The pitch swung on, popped it up. Just in front of second base is Yeti Olson. He'll make the catch for out number 1. That brings up Matthew Kennedy. 1 for 4 with an RBI double. That one's a line shot to Yeti Olson, and they, almost double up. Pixel at third. He was going for some reason. Just manages to get back in time. 2 outs now for Dank Highgrass. In risk of leaving a leadoff triple go to waste. Runners going, the throw from behind the plate is in time. A strong arm from Big McLarge Hughes retires the side, and we go to the top of the 9th. Serpents trail by 4, and here's Ron Cox.
Number 37.
A good performance by BB Strongman to get out of the jam he created with that leadoff triple. First pitch swinging is Cox. He fouls that one off. 1-2 the count to Cox. Staying alive. That one into the stands as well. 2-2 now. Popped up. Also will get into the stands. Oh, Robin Ryan snags that one for 1 away.
Designated hitter.
Did not think he was able to do that, but snags that one from behind his back. A huge first out. This one into right. Matthew Kennedy calling for it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. And Caramel Apple, the Serpents' last soap here. She's 0 for 4. And what the hell are you doing, game? Of all the pitchers you go to this man. He's got a full count to Caramel Apple, who's tense. He fouls it off. She's 0 for 4. And he strikes out Caramel Apple to end the game. Shows what I know, I guess. I'm all right. 9-5 in favor of the Stingers. Doubled up the Serpents' hits, 12-6. So we had 4 home runs, 8 home runs between these two teams. Absolute home run derby, and I think all but maybe like 1 or 2 of those went into right field. Only 6 hits for the Serpents, and 4 of those 6 hits were home runs. 12 hits for the Stingers. I feel I'm getting these names mixed up. I feel like I'm saying the wrong team. 2 for 3 Dallas, Texas. 3 for 4 Squash Pixel. Pair hits for DeSalsa and Pendragon. Both home runs for her. Big day for a lot of those batters. Stitch Overley gets the loss. 7 earned through 5 1/3. Beifong 2 more through 1. Strongman no earned through 1 2/3. Del Vecchio gets tagged with 4 through 3. Ryan coming back down to earth, showing off why he actually is one of the better pitchers in the SSBL. 1 earned through 5 2/3. Only get up 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a home run. And then Gardenhoser getting the last out of the game. Your MVP, Pendragon, followed by Pixel and Texas. So a big game there, and we go to an even bigger game here in game number 4, game of the night. Ball Players and the Bombers. This one is for control of the number 1 seed in the Epic for right now. These two teams come into this game a combined 12-1. Going to be an absolute brouhaha here. See what kind of game gives us here. I should have gone the other way, shouldn't I? It's a battle of Emerald Diamond, but the Bombers are the home team. Go. So 6-1 are the ball players, so they are 7. So they're actually going to their number 4 will be Aubrey Hendricks. And the Bombers are 6-0. 3 Johnny Sins. All right, here we go. Game of the night. Bombers and ball players 12-1 coming into this game combined. Have to be one of the better records of 2 teams coming into the season this late. We should be in for a fireworks show here for game number 4.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 12.
Bombers are the number 2 team in average, hitting .371 coming in this game. Ball players right behind them at third, hitting .366. Bombers the 3rd highest scoring team with 57 runs. Ball players just one behind them at 56.
Number 16.
Leadoff walk issued by Sins to Homer Runs. Brings up Harry Shelton. He falls behind 0-2. Runners going. That one's hit to O'Connell, and he'll step on the bag. The hit run backfires, and it's a double play.
Shortstop, number 38.
2-0 here to Murph Kelly, the reigning epic MVP. It's this one hard. Oh, Pujols can't get that one cleanly. It bounces off his glove into foul territory. That will be a base hit for Murph.
Now batting,
That will
the
extend
first
the inning
baseman,
here for Rick
number
DeLastick.
23.
I believe I didn't actually look at. I think I did. Rick DeLastick, I believe, leads the league in extra base hits. He's got 7 doubles on the season, as well as. Oh no, he doesn't have a home run. Never mind. This one is a soft liner to third, and that will retire the side, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Hamish Rifleman, Graham Britton, and Tyler Benetti do up here.
Now batting,
Let's take a look at what Aubrey Hendricks has done so far.
number 89.
She comes in with a 3.85 ERA, 3 earned runs given up in 7 innings pitched. This one's a grounder to runs, and that one's 2 first in time for round number 1. A big battle here. A lot of former teams, former players facing off against their former team again. We had the big offseason trade at the beginning of last year, I believe, with Mario Wrestles, Billy O'Connell, Homer Runs going to the other side, Gage Deputy, but now a Viking. Graham Britton will draw a walk.
Now batting, the left fielder, number
To bring up Tyler Benetti. Benetti puts this one into center field. That's going to get down in front of Harry Shelton. 2 runners aboard here to start off the bottom of the first for the Bombers. That's going to bring up Billy O'Connell.
the first baseman, number 10.
Billy O'Connell doing all right this season, hitting .454, but is yet to hit a home run. 10 for 22, 2 doubles and a triple, but is yet to have gone yard. 2-1 the count here to O'Connell, and he gets jammed here. Pops this one up. Infield fly is called just on the outfield grass. Is Murph Kelly making the catch for round number 2, and I'll bring up Lexi Luther. Lexi Luther is in a tie for the home run, lead. I believe there's, I think, about 3 or 4 players tied with 5 right now. 1-1 count to her. This one's a grounder to short. Murph Kelly up with it. In time at first, round number 3. And we'll go to the top of the second. Both teams held scoreless. 5, 6, 7 due up for the ball players here.
Now batting, the third baseman, number
Matthias
27.
Black. Start things off here. 10 for 30 on the season. 15 RBIs for him this year. Absolute crazy amount. He gets popped up into shallow left center. Ferris Irons, the shortstop, is back there. Gonna make the catch for round number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 9.
Terry Thunder up. He's had himself a fantastic season, hitting a ridiculous .592, but able to ground out to O'Connell 2 away.
Now batting, the left.
I believe he's the batting average leader of the league. That's going to bring up Toby Barker. He's got himself a 1-1 count. This is Sins misses inside. Finds his own there, 2-2. This one's another grounded O'Connell, and he'll step on the bag for round number 3, a 1-2-3 inning for Johnny Sins. It will head to the bottom of the second inning. Al Bart Pujols, Ken Effie Jr., and Alyssa Sass do it for the Bombers.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 55.
And actually, I just now remembered this. And Al Bart Pujols singles up the middle. The middle part of this week, middle of day 2 into the first stream on Super Saturday is interconference play as Ken Effie Jr. puts this one to the gap. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Harry Shelton finally up with it. Runners rounding third, headed for home, and the Bombers are on the board here first with an RBI double from Ken Effie Jr.
The catcher, number 35.
So interleague week already, we have that to look forward to on Tuesday, Wednesday, and some Saturday. And this one is into the gap. This one's into the corner. Nathan Tucker throwing home, runner rounding third, and that's going to be safe. RBI single from Alyssa Sass, and it's 2-0
The
Bombers.
shortstop, number 2.
Still nobody out here in the bottom of the second, and that's going to be a base hit up the middle for Ferris Irons. That's going to bring us back to the top of the order here in Hamish Rifleman.
The right fielder, number
Aubrey Hendricks
89.
tense right now. Runners are going hit and run, but Rifleman fouls that one off. That one's in the dirt, 2-1. That one's fouled off as well, 2-2. Inside, full count. Rifleman staying alive here. Swing and a miss, a big strikeout for Hendricks to put one away.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 60.
That brings up Graham Britton. He takes a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Misses 2-1. That one just low, 3-1. That one's fouled off by Britton. Count runs full again here for Hendricks. Popped up into left field. Under it is Toby Barker. That makes the catch for 2 away. And up comes Tyler Benetti, 1 for 1 so far. Benetti hitting .318 on the season, 7 for 22. 1 home run, 2 doubles. 1-1 the count here. Runs inside. Ooh, curveball in the zone, 2-2. Back to Hendricks in time at first for round number 3. Hendricks bounces back nicely, but the Bombers do strike first, 2-0 going into the top of the third. Tucker, Shipwright, and homer runs due up.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 40.
That's up. Right.
1-2 the count to Tucker.
Ball high.
Doesn't chase high.
No, inside.
Or inside. Count runs full for Tucker. Swung on, and that one's going to kiss off the line and get into the corner. He's turning for 2. Rifleman can't handle it, and he'll have himself a leadoff double. Thought about going for third, but will stay put.
Now batting.
And that's going to bring up Curly Shipwright.
Number 5.
Shipwright, I think probably the worst batter on the ball players, hitting .185 this season. 5 for 27. Runner's going for third. He swings and misses, but the runner is safe at third.
Now batting.
That ball was in the dirt.
Number 12.
Alyssa Sass had to double clutch that one to get it in time. This one is into left field. It's at the wall. It's going to be off the wall, and that's going to bring home a run. So it's 2-1, an RBI double from homer runs.
Now batting the center fielder, number 16.
A deep fly ball kisses off the tall wall. Runner's going for third, and in time, Alyssa Sass guns him down, and the bases are empty. This one is popped up into right center. Tracking it is Kennefy Jr., and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So the ball players get up on the board thanks to the RBI double from homer runs. It's 2-1 going into the bottom of the third. 4, 5, 6 do it for the Bombers.
First baseman, number 10.
Aubrey Hendricks back on the mound, back up to neutral after getting down kind of tense there. And homer run! I don't know what I was trying to say there, but Billy O'Connell mashes one into straightaway center field, and the Bombers take the run back 3-1, 478 feet into dead center field.
Now back, the designated
Absolutely
hitter,
mashed that one.
20.
And Hendricks back down to tense. Facing off against Lexi Luther here now. Lexi Luther puts this one to the gap. That's going to be extra bases. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. She's heading for second with a lead, slide into second for a double.
Now back,
Which will bring up Albart
third
Pujols.
baseman, number 55.
And that's going to be up the middle, a base hit. Harry Shelton up with it. They thought about sending Lexi Luther, but thought better of it.
Now
A
batting,
good arm in center from Harry Shelton. Will remain runners at the corners here for Kennefy Jr. Runner is going, hit and run was on, but that one's foul. This one is a good play by Matthias Black. The infield, I think, was playing in. Dives for that one, is able to scoop that one right before it hits the ground. And that does it for Aubrey Hendricks. In comes Adrian Walker, an absolute ace pitcher so far this season for the ball players' bullpen. Probably the best pitcher in the major leagues. Alyssa Sass pops this one into foul territory. It looks like it's going to stay in play, and Rick DeLastick will make the snag for round number 2.
now batting, the shortstop,
And here's Ferris Irons.
number
Adrian Walker coming into the game. 19 and a third innings pitched. Only 7 earned runs for a 3.25 ERA. 17 strikeouts to 8 walks. K-Man activated. She misses low. 2-2 here to Irons. This one's down the line. Matthias Black backhands it and gets the first in time for round number 3. Bombers leave a couple more base runners stranded, but Billy O'Connell with the solo shot makes the 2-run lead once again as we head to the top of the 4th.
the shortstop, number 38.
Murph Kelly to lead things off here in the top of the 4th. He takes an early 1-1 count here from Johnny Sins. Hits this one hard, but right to Graham Britton for round number 1.
Now batting, the
Brings
first
up Rick
baseman,
DeLastick.
number 23.
Inside.
Rick DeLastick hammers that one, but well foul, 1-1. Swing and a miss there, 1-2. Popped up in foul territory. That will be out of play. Grounder up the middle. Ferris Irons able to scoop it off a weird hop off the mound and get it to first in time for round number 2. Amazing play by Ferris Irons.
Number 27.
Able to scoop the ball up the ricochet off the mound and getting down
Off the plate.
the runner at first. 2 away here from Matthias Black now. He fouls that one off, 1-1 count. Hit hard. Bulls with the diving catch for round number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. 1, 2, 3 for the Bombers do up here. Rifleman, Benetti, and Britton. Or Britton and Benetti.
Number 89.
Rifleman so far 0 for 2 today. Takes the first pitch strike at the knees.
Outside.
Hard hit ball, but that will be foul. 1-2 the count here. The Rifleman came in activated for Walker. Makes her. Oh, and strike 3, swing and a miss for Rifleman. He goes down.
Now batting,
Adrian Walker's already a dangerous pitcher, and with Cayman activated, she becomes absolutely a menace. Grounded to short. Murph Kelly up with it. Throw is in time for round number 2,
now batting,
which brings up Tyler Benetti.
fielder, number 4.
Benetti fouls that one back, 1-1 the count. That one runs inside. That one foul, 2-2. Here's K-Man once again for Walker. Oh, strike three called on the outside edge. 2 strikeouts for Walker, and we head to the top of the 5th. Thunder, Barker, and Tucker do up for the ball players. I'm not trying to be biased, but I thought that one was just a bit outside, but it is not my call to make, and we'll head to the top of the 5th. 2-0 count here to Terry Thunder. Forkball swung on, grounded up the middle. Irons is able to scoop it up. The throw to first in time. A couple of amazing plays at short by Ferris Irons.
Number 6.
A slow grounder to second. Britton up with it in time to O'Connell, 2 away. Now bring up Nathan Tucker.
Number 40.
1-1 the count. That one's fouled off. That one's hit hard. That's over the glove of Pujols. It gets into left field for a 2-out single. Ocho boost up for Nathan Tucker. That brings up Curly Shipwright.
Number 5.
Runner going, the throw from behind the plate, and Sass in time! Another caught stealing for Sass, and the side is retired and will head to the bottom of the 5th. 4, 5, 6 do it for the Bombers here.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Trying to get to Adrian Walker here. She's already locked in through 2 1/3 innings. 2 strikeouts to her name already. Just thrown 18 pitches so far. Billy O'Connell falls behind 0-2. He fouls one off. Lets that one by him, 1-2. Inside, dangerous take there, 2-2. Wide, battle back for O'Connell, 3-2. Swung on that one, just foul, just couldn't get enough chalk there. Swings on that one, grounds it to home runs. He's got it to first in time for down number 1. Up comes Lexi Luther, 1 for 2 today with a double. First pitch swing fouls that one off. Tall, 1-1. This one's a hard grounder, and Murph Kelly can't quite handle that one, and it gets under him and trickles into the outfield. And Lexi Luther will have herself an infield single. I'll bring up Albert Pujols. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles himself. Takes the first pitch strike on the curveball. Swings that one. Oh, and that one's off the glove of Rick DeLastick. It ricochets, home runs, gets to it, but the throw is not in time. And back-to-back infield singles for the Bombers. That brings up Kennedy Jr. He's 1 for 2 today with a double and an RBI. Adrian Walker back down to neutral after 2 infield singles. 2-0 to Kennedy. Kennedy grounds this one through the left side of the infield. That's going to be a base hit, and the bases are loaded for the Bombers with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. For the home half of the 5th, I should say. And here's Alyssa Sass. She's 1 for 2 today. Locked in with the 2 caught stealings. She takes first pitch strike. That one's wide, 1-1. That one swung on. That's going to be through the right side of the infield. That's going to bring home 1 run. And it's 4-1 Bombers.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Here's Ferris Irons. He's 1 for 2 today. 1-1 the count to Irons. That one's too tall, 2-1. That one's in the zone, 2-2. Came in, activated again for Walker. Swung on, popped up. Under it is Matthias Black, and he will make the catch for out number 2. And back to the top of the order, here's Hamish Rifleman, 0 for 3 and tenths. Not had a good day for Rifleman. And Rifleman will ground this one to second in time at first for number 3. So the Bombers leave the bases loaded, do get another run home. 12 hits, but only 4 runs for them so far as we go to the top of the 6th. Early Shipwright to lead things off for the ball players. He's 0 for 1 so far. 2-1 the count to Shipwright. 3-1. Hard hit ball, but O'Connell's able to scoop it up. He'll throw it to Sins! Oh no! Sins covers but can't handle the flip from O'Connell, and he reaches, and Sins is tense. An absolute brutal play for Sins. He's been flirting with locked in. Ball players keeping him down just enough, but now he is tense. Absolute brutalness there. Hit and run is on. That one's bloops into center field for a Bomber special. 2 runners are aboard here in the top of the 6th for the ball players, and here's Harry Shelton.
Center fielder, number 16.
Johnny Sins is tense. Here's Harry Shelton. 0 for 2, 2-1, nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss there, 0-2 to Shelton. Doesn't chase inside, 1-2. Just misses wide, 2-2. Swung on, grounded to third, under the glove of Pujols. He doesn't even dive for it, and the bases will be loaded.
Now batting,
A dive probably doesn't accomplish much, as
number 38.
Harry Shelton is very fast. The bases are loaded for the former MVP, Murph Kelly. 1-2. Swing and a miss, a huge strikeout for Sins.
Now batting,
And here's Rick Dillistick, 0 for 2 today.
number 23.
He hits this one high and deep. It's going to be a grand slam for Rick Dillistick, and the ball players take a 5-4 lead. Rick Dillistick makes Johnny Sins pay dearly for his error, and the ball players take the first lead of the night, or their first lead of the night. And that does it for Sins. In comes Warben Jagerman Jensen.
That's low. No, inside. Stay. Oh, low.
3-1 to Matthias Black. Matthias Black puts this one into center. Tracking that is Ken Iffy. He makes the catch for round number 2.
Now batting, the
Brings up
designated
Terry
hitter,
Thunder, 0 for
number
2 so
9.
far.
Stay. Ball inside.
Grounded to third. Pujols up with it. In time for round number 3. The Rick Dillistick grand slam gives the ball players a 5-4 lead heading into the bottom of the 6th inning here. Britton, Benetti, and O'Connell due up.
The second baseman,
Trailing for the first time tonight here.
60.
Adrian Walker now has the lead, has 43 pitches on her so far to neutral. No longer locked in. Can the Bombers get back to her? Britton puts this one into right. Tracking that is Tucker. He makes the catch for 1 away.
Now batting,
Brings up
the
Benetti.
left fielder, number 4.
Ball outside.
2-1 to Benetti. 3-1. And that'll be a walk for Tyler. Runner aboard, and here's Billy O'Connell, 1 for 3 with a home run. A monster shot into dead center field.
Outside. Stay right.
He starts off 1-1 from Walker. Hits this one into left. Barker has that for number 2. That's going to bring up Lexi Lufer, 2 for 3 today. Double and a single.
Number 20.
Inside.
2-0 to Lexi. That one finds his own 2-1. That one finds his own 2-2. Came in activated for Walker. The payoff pitch. Grounded at first. Rick Dillistick steps on the bag for round number 3, and the side is retired. And we'll head to the top of the 7th. Barker, Tucker, and Shipwright due up here.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 6.
Outside.
This one's into left. Tracking is Benetti. He makes the catch for round number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 40.
Brings up Nathan Tucker. He's 2 for 2 today, a double and a single. Grounder to second. Britton's able to stop it, get it to first in time for out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, number 5.
Brings back up Curly Shipwright. He's the one who started the rally for the ball players in the top of the 6th, but will get retired properly this time. And we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Pujols, Ken Iffy Jr., and Alyssa Sastu up a combined
Now batting,
7 for 9 in this one so far. Pujols 3 for 3 with 3 singles. He's locked in.
Off the plate.
Facing off against Walker, still here, about to approach 4 innings pitched here in relief. And this one's into left. Tracking back is Tucker. It's over his head, off the base of the wall. Pujols is trying to go for 2, and he'll be in there with a leadoff double.
now batting,
That's going to bring up Ken Iffy Jr. He's got a double and a single so far. And Ken Iffy will get pulled in favor of Beatrice Tanner, the first substitution the Bombers have pulled all season.
No, inside. Oh, high.
2-1 count to Tanner. In the dirt, 3-1.
Nope, ball.
And that'll be a walk. Wonder if that was almost intentional to get to Alyssa Sass. She's also locked in, though. 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs.
number 35.
Pressure is mounting here. Bottom of the 7th, 2 on. Nobody out here for the Bombers. They trail 5-4. 2-0 from Walker. She's starting to run out of juice. 3-0. This could be the last batter she faces. That one just finds his own. 3-1. Runners are going. That's in the dirt, and the bases will be loaded. And it'll be Ferris Irons 1 for 3 today. The pressure is all the way up. They'll leave Walker in there. She's got her velocity and accuracy in the red. First pitch to strike to Irons. That ball's inside, 1-1. Swung on, that'll be fouled off, 1-2 the count. K-Man activated for Walker. This will probably be her last pitch. Swung on and missed. Ferris Iron gets rung up there. A huge first out. That's going to bring up Hamish Rifleman.
Now pitching,
Out goes Walker. In comes Julio Javier to try and close this one out. I wish they pinched hit for Hamish Rifleman. 0 for 4 intense. A base hit or anything that's not a double play ties this game up. 2-1 the count to Rifleman. Swings at that one, will put it in the stands, makes it 2-2. This one's into center field. Hamish Rifleman has a grand slam for the Bombers. Hamish Rifleman shakes off his tenseness and with a grand slam into center field, puts the Bombers back on top 8-5.
now batting, the second baseman, number 16.
I'll bring up Graham Britton 0 for 3 today with a walk. 3-0 to Britton. And Britton will walk again.
Now batting, the
Which brings up Tyler Benetti.
number 4.
Benetti lines this one to Matthias Black 2 away.
Now
That brings up Billy O'Connell.
baseman, number 10.
Oh, and that's going to be a beanball. O'Connell takes it off the hip. Now bring up Lexi Luther.
Now pitching,
And that'll be instantly it for Javier. In comes Ron Dozier. Oh, and almost gets plunked there.
Inside.
Dozier getting very close to hitting Luther. 2-0 the count. That one's going to be up the middle, a base hit. Runners headed for third, rounding third, headed home. The throw from Sheldon in center is not going to be in time. And that's going to be an RBI single for Lexi Luther. Makes it 9-5.
third baseman,
That brings up Albar Pujols, 4 for 4, a double and 3 singles today.
Ball low. That's outside.
3-0 to Pujols. And that'll be a walk, and the bases are loaded once again. And that will bring up Beatrice Tanner. She already hit once. She already had a plate appearance once. She got pinched hit for, or she pinched hit for Ken Iffy Jr. earlier. Coming around a second time here with the bases loaded. 2 in the dirt from Dozier. That one finds his own 2-1. Hard hit ball, but foul, 2-2. Grounded to second, Homer runs up with it. End time at first for out number 3, but the Bombers retake a lead, a 5 spot in the bottom of the 7th, and we'll head to the top of the 8th. Top of the order due for the ball players, 9-5 here.
The second baseman.
Homer runs with a good day. Beatrice Tanner getting pulled. May Bruce will take over in center field. Homer runs 2 for 2 today. Pops this one up on the first pitch from Morgan Jaegerman Jensen. Ferris Irons backtracks and will make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting.
Which brings up Harry Shelton. He's 1 for 3.
16.
Rounder, Ferris Irons able to track it down. The throw in time for out number 2. Jaegerman Jensen with the mojo boost brings up Murph Kelly.
Number 38.
No bye.
Popped up in foul territory. Billy O'Connell is there. He'll make the catch for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Sass, Irons, and Rifleman do up here.
Now batting.
Alyssa Sass locked in 2 for 3 tonight. 2 doubles, a walk, 2 RBIs. Takes the first pitch strike above the knees. Inside is that one, 1-1. Almost hit hard, but right to Matthias Black for number 1.
Now batting.
To Ferris Irons, 1 for 4 so far.
Number 2.
Takes the first pitch strike on the changeup, I believe. Hard hit ball. Homer runs, able to snag it. Knock it down to throw in time at first for number 2. A good play by Runs.
Now batting.
And back to the top of the order. Here's Hamish Rifleman. 1 for 5 today, but that one was a grand slam into center field that gave the Bombers the lead. And he hits this one into left. Is flirting with the pole. Oh, it just misses the pole. 2-2 the count to Rifleman. Breaks his bat swing, it bounces off of Dozier's glove. It trickles to short. Matthias Black gets it first, but not in time. And Hamish Rifleman will have himself an infield single. That brings up Graham Britton. 0 for 3 today with 2 walks. Dozier's come dangerously close to hitting a lot of batters tonight. Runners going. The throw is not in time. Rifleman in scoring position now for Britton. He's going for third. The throw is not in time as well, so he's 90 feet away. Still need a base hit regardless. Full count here to Graham Britton. That was ball 4, but he fouls it off. Popped up, but will go into the stands. Still full count. Pitch is popped up. Dozier will be under it. And he'll make the catch for out number 3, and we'll head to the top of the 9th. 9-5 ball game. 4, 5, 6 do it for the ball players here.
Now batting. The first
Rick Dillastick,
number 23.
1 for 3, but that one is a grand slam for him as well. Locked in Warburn Jaegerman Jensen here. 2-1 count to Dillastick. Hard hit ball. Britton's able to dive for out number 1. A great play from him. Robs extra bases from Rick Dillastick.
Number 27.
That brings up Matthias Black, 0 for 3 so far. Takes the first pitch strike on the curveball. Popped it up. Will stay in the infield just past the pitcher's mound. Smitty under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting.
That brings up Terry Thunder.
Hitter, number 9.
Too tall there. Popped up into right center. This should end it. Hamish Rifleman tracking it. And he makes the catch for out number 3, and the Bombers will advance to 7-0 with the comeback from behind victory over the ball players, 9-5. 16 runs tonight for the Bombers. 9 runs, 7 hits, 5 runs for the ball players. Most of that offense, 80% of the offense spurring off of that early error by Sins from Shipwright, allowing a bit of a trickle to happen. Dillastick with the grand slam, but that really being it. 2 hits for Tucker, 2 hits for runs. Hits everywhere for the Bombers. Rifleman going 2 for 6. Luther 3 for 5. Pujols 4 for 4. Iffy 2 for 3. First appearance we see from Tanner and Bruce, at least Bruce defensively. Sass 2 for 4 as well. Aubrey Hendricks goes 2 1/3, gives up 3. Walker actually gets pegged with the loss with 4 earned through 4. Then Dozier and Javier combined for 1 2/3 and give up 2. Johnny Sins, a bit of bad luck goes his way of his own volition with that error, costing him 4 earned runs, was having a pretty good game otherwise in 5 1/3. And Smitty Warburg Jaegerman Jensen with the clean sheet through 3 2/3, getting himself the win. Your MVP will be Rifleman, followed by Dielustic and Albart Pujols. Well, what a game, what a day we had here in Week 6, day number 1. Our first stream of many here in Week 6, as this is a Super Saturday week. Thank you all for tuning in. I think Squared should be on the call tomorrow. We've got Moonshots, Retrievers, Gauchos, Dragons, Walkers, Angels, Vikings, High Rollers, as I mentioned, the beginnings of interleague play this week. But thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you all next time. Have a good night, everyone.